Yo, what is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Good day, good afternoon. Glad to have you guys here. What's up? Welcome back. Yo, Boki. Yo, what's up? Balonix, hey, nice to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Perma, so lit. So lit, dude. Fire flames, lit. Welcome back, homies. Last Friday stream? Oh, we actually didn't have one, Boki. Didn't have one. Too loud? Let me see if that's a little better. How's that sound, folks? Is that a little better? My first message today, but my gain is wrong. That's okay. No worries. How's that? How's that mic quality? No, it's gain? Is that better? How's that? Is that any better? Yeah, how about that? I think that should help a little bit, maybe. Hopefully. I hate mic issues. I literally have not touched anything. I might be able to. I might be able to change that a little bit. Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep it like that. If you guys hear anything else, or if you guys hear anything else, or I don't know, maybe it can sound a little better, just let me know. Let me know how I can change it. Like what's too loud or too much gain or whatever works. So I think right around here should probably be pretty solid. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Sometimes OBS puts the wrong mic input, so I want to make sure we're still using the right mic here. Anyways, welcome back, folks. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you had a great weekend and are having a good Monday so far. It's good to be back. Feels nice. I had trouble sleeping again last night. I think I need to go buy something. Yo, Licorice, what's up, man? Welcome back, sir. Glad to have you. I forgot to post messages. I keep forgetting that for some reason. Just gotta do a couple little thingamajiggers here. Okay. Alright. That should be better. Still sick? Oh shit. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, so I have to work today. Feels bad, man. I'm doing good, dude. Thanks for asking. I had a pretty fun weekend. Went to a heavy metal show this weekend. It's been a long time. It was great fun, though. It was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I was able to go. But sorry you're still sick, dude. Sorry, I'm just moving the monitor around, guys. But yeah, sorry you're still sick. I hope, definitely hope it gets better. I just returned home from a UX designer position interview. Oh yeah, dude, I saw on Discord. How'd it go? How do you feel about it? How's the neck? The neck's okay. the neck's okay. It's more along my my like arms and shoulders. It's a tad bit sore, but all good though. All good. Okay, so last week we left off on Thursday on working on our music collab playlist, aka I don't know what we're gonna call this thing, project. But we're working on architectural design stuff, and we came up with basically all this last Thursday, and so we're just gonna continue working on that today. Try to iron out some more details. Maybe get to some code. I don't really know, but just really want to try to work out some of these kinks. And I thought of like some interesting ideas the other day, so I wanted to add those in here. But yeah, I'm not sure my neck could take a heavy metal show. I'll have to post some videos in the Discord for you all. I was meeting up with some friends after, and I come back, I'm like all sweaty and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, you wanna go to a bar?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "Hold on, let me go change my shirt and like clean myself up a bit, And I showed them all these videos, and they're like, "Oh my god, what the heck is this thing?" I love that reaction from people, and I'm like, you just gotta go to one. You just gotta go to one. So it always makes me chuckle when people say stuff like that. But yeah, so we left off on this add song like API route thing. Basically, we've been writing just a bunch of architectural API calls for this first section, right? As well as like some classes that we're probably going to want to configure together. So I added this one yesterday, this remove song API. And so oh, actually, yeah, no, this one's okay. Basically, here it's just you pass in the person that's removing the song, the ID of the playlist that it's being removed from, and then whatever that song ID is. So then we hit this like serverless endpoint, and it goes in and it finds the playlist, it removes the song, and then it just returns that playlist that the song was just removed from. But this is the one. This is the one that I wanted to do here. So, I don't know why I did this, but playlist. This should be like playlist ID. And we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have a song, which we'll go ahead and include like the song ID, if I can type. And that, so we have ID here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I wanted to turn this into an array of playlists, because one thing that I have issues with right now, right, is on Spotify I have like 7 collaborative playlists, and sometimes I want to add one song that I find to like 3 of them, and I have to do it one by one, and it's so annoying. So having a playlist, having a array of playlist IDs, you can add this like one song to multiple playlists, right? Which I thought would be a smart idea. I live in a small island in Norway, probably around 40,000 people here, but someone here arranges a metal festival every single year. Oh my god, no way. Dude, that's so cool. What's the name of the festival? Dude, that must be epic. I'm so glad we have a new project already. Yeah, that's what I've heard the consensus is. Everyone's glad that we're rolled off Cycles. Though Cycles downloads have been doing pretty solid the past 3 days. I'm pretty impressed by it, honestly. So, and I've been getting like, people have been leaving reviews in the App Store, and they're like, yeah, like they leave 3 freaking star reviews. And I hate that. I hate it so much. They're like, yeah, it needs this, and it needs language support for X. And I'm like, shit, man, we're not doing any of that. Yo, Rackmas, what's up, man? Welcome back, buddy. Nice to see ya. Morning to you too, beautiful face. But yeah. So for that playlist ID, whatever playlist it's coming from, The song ID we want to remove, yada yada yada. It's called. Oh man, I don't want to butcher that, but it's quite small compared to other festivals. But I think it's what makes it stand out. Yeah, I think so too. I see "Geddin" at the end, but I don't want to say I don't want to say it wrong. I'll have to plug that into Google. Unless you can give me like the phonics for it, right? Is that what it's called? Like the sounded out version of it? So Carmogeddon? Carmogeddon? Carmogeddon. Okay, thanks, Licorice. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, okay, so let's continue on with this then. So we have this idea of adding a song, right? And so when we come here, it was Spotify API approach, okay, auth, whatever, we did that. Each user must have, okay, user create playlist endpoint, yeah, and then add song to song to playlist endpoint. What the hell does that even mean, Alec? All right, that's much better. Okay, so these are pretty much the endpoints that I could think of. And so we also had this idea of our song class, our comment class, comment data structure here, a string UUID, timestamp, message, and then from who it is. And this also makes me think that we need like another collection for this, right? I'm gonna group these. So these are like the classes per se. And then here are collections. So we have this idea of like the push notification collection, which is going to be all the notification IDs associated with each other by username. So push notification is push notification string. What is that? What? That's weird. Okay, so I was thinking more along the lines of this push notifications collection will have a username. The username's associated with like a string, aka like the person's username, and then finally their push notification. Or their push token is more what it should be called. So this is just also like, it's a UUID, I think. Or it's string, which is like some sort of UUID. Alright. I know they do it for Apple. I'm assuming it's probably very similar for Android as well, right? So then this would hook up every time we need to send push notifications out. And then we should also create another collection here. Let's group those. This collection should be I forgot my thought process here. I think I was going to do a collection of I don't remember. Crap. I really don't remember. I guess we can also just do like our users. So our user collection, which I think makes the most sense. Doing Android as well this time? Yeah. Yeah, man. So the tech behind this project is really going to be React Native as well as a bit of native development. So we're going to do like side-by-side development for both platforms, iOS and Android, but we're planning on making a like iOS and Android native shell, and then inside that we're going to inject our React Native components, so we can get some of the benefits of having a genuine native application, but also the reusability of React Native at the same time. So yeah, definitely pretty exciting stuff. Why Why can't I click into this? This is supposed to be users. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Jeez Louise. Okay. So at that point, we have this users collection. This is going to contain pretty much our user object. So like user object. I'm just going to put here user object. And then I think that's pretty much it. Can't wait to see how it pans out. Yeah, me too, man. I'm very interested to see how we do. But I want to do like one-to-one development, right? So meaning as soon as we make one feature in iOS, we replicate it over to Android before we keep moving on. Just so like whenever we release, it'll be on par and we'll be good to go. It'll be a good learn while watching you. Yeah, Balonix, I hope so. I really hope so. That's kind of the game plan, that I learn a lot and then you'll learn a lot, and we can see like how this architecture works in a real scenario. But one thing we're doing definitely a lot differently this time around is this like architectural design beforehand. So I like this might be the entire stream, or we might move on to some other stuff. It just like it depends on how good we feel about our current state of everything. And so that's why I kind of am being like very weird about this, to make sure that we do it properly, you know? Or just like try to think of everything here. Okay, cool. So I think that makes sense. The other thing that I'm thinking of is we're going to need a way to trigger off notifications, right? So if we go back to the MVP here, where's the MVP? Here it is. Here it is. So the main things that I want this app to do. Oh, and I realized that these Kotlin UI components will probably end up being, Java. I was doing some research yesterday on it, and we will have to. It would be easier to natively support Java instead of Kotlin to do like those component link ups and stuff. So the main things are create a collab playlist with others, Spotify or possibly multi-platform. I'm leaning more towards the multi-platform solution. It just makes it easier, I think, at the end of the day. Or not easier, it actually makes it a little more difficult, but the usability of the application, I think, would be better. And then when a member of a playlist adds a song, send out push notification. So essentially, trigger a notification, and then finally be able to add comments for each song. Oh, that's what it was. That's what the other collection was. Got it. Okay. So what I was going to do was add this collection for, like, I don't really want to call it, like, comment thread collection or something like that. And so each comment thread should have this idea of, they have some sort of ID, right, which is just a string, probably also a UID type deal. What song it's a part of. So this could be like a string as well. Yo, Stacking, what's up? What the hell is this audio? Is there audio issues still? What are you hearing, Stacking? Oh God. Okay, let me try unplugging everything. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Hey, is that any better? How's that? Is that any better? I don't know, like I was saying earlier, like I hadn't changed literally anything, so I don't know what's going on here. I did blow on it just to see if it would work. But it still sounds that way? Oh boy. How about that? Did that change anything? I wonder if it's my cable. That any better? That any better? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm a beautiful audio sounding person. Hopefully. I sound beautiful. Do I sound beautiful? That fixed it? Yeah, buddy. Okay, cool. I have no idea what just happened, but I appreciate you guys letting me know. So we were talking about it earlier, and I thought I fixed it, but apparently I didn't. How's the audio level? Audio level sound okay? I hope it does. It's still off? Okay, what about that though? Is that better? Like audio level wise? I just want to make sure like the weird jankiness is gone. You just blew my headphones? Oh my god. I wonder Yo, for real though, I really am confused about what's going on here. Yeah, that's what people were saying, but I don't have anything. Unless hold on. Let me check the stream machine. Maybe there's some weird setting going on. The stream machine. Yeah, it's really weird. Hello? Yo, Raises, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, we're dealing with some mic issues at the moment, unfortunately. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Glad to have you. I'm gonna try one more thing. I hate to see that there's issues. I sent a 60Q IQ test while fasting. First time we didn't finish one. Holy moly. Man. It's not? It's okay? Balonix? Is that what you're saying? Or are we still getting issues? Huh. 30 minutes. That seems like not enough time. I would have at least given you an hour, no? Got some so fancy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why my levels are so high right now. Is this any better? Maybe? Yeah, maybe so. How about this? I think this should... Okay, what about here? How does this sound? How does that sound? Yo, another Drake 65. What is up? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Please excuse me while we're dealing with some audio issues. Sounds good? So my microphone property in Windows was set to like 100%, so I wonder if that was it. But this sounds okay now. I mean, I'll be interested to hear the audio playback after the stream. Okay, cool. Stacking? Let me know, man. There we go. Damn, God damn it, Microsoft. What are you doing with your life? Get your shit together. 1,000 times better? Okay, sweet. But now I can turn it up in OBS a little bit. How about that? Is that too loud? I think right there should be like pretty solid volume. And hopefully not being clipped or crackly or weird. Wonder what I did. Yeah, let me... 3 doors down. I mean, compared to where I used to stream, it's definitely much louder here. So it would make sense that you hear probably a tad bit more, but it shouldn't be like you can hear literally everything. Anyways, thank you to the new followers. Sorry about that. Welcome in, and thanks for the help, everyone, for the audio issues. Okay, so we're talking about this comment thread collection, right? So for this, I guess I was thinking along the lines of this collection would entail 1 thread per song, and each song would have an ID associated with it, the song that it's associated with, and then possibly like a playlist, maybe? Like the playlist it's also associated with. Not sure about this one. I feel like if we have the song ID, it probably... actually might matter. We want the playlist adds in and then the song within that playlist. So this probably would make sense to have, you know? And then based on that, we would just have pretty much our messages or our comments, we can say. And then this will end up just being a message or a comment, right? I have a comment class here. Yeah. An array of comments. So comments. An array of comment. I think that makes sense. Right? Because instead of storing every comment with every comment like in the song itself, let's just hook it up to our comment thread. And then we can just pull all of them from there. Data architecture, yeah, buddy. Yeah, this is like, I haven't actually done this for my own projects before, so I'm curious to see how we do here. But I think the logic's pretty solid. Like, I think we have a good foundation going. But yeah, pretty much like our comment thread. So again, if we go to our playlist has this idea of a list of songs. I guess I'm turn that into a list for consistency. And so our song here has a name, artist, album, a list of comments. Our comment is this, and so essentially we would just associate We should associate the ID of the comment thread from the song ID, and that should be good. I love whiteboarding data architecture. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's very, I feel like it's a lot of fun, and you can really understand how things are going to work, and it's more visual, you know? I agree with you there. Yo, what's up, Balthazar? We need UML, sir. Nah, man, we use Sketch here. No, you're probably right. You're probably right. I don't know. I started with Sketch. Coding today, or I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Like I was saying earlier, we're working on a lot of just like architecture stuff before we actually start coding. I think that's going to save us a lot of time and headaches later down the road. I enjoy rolling back database 4 times. I didn't plan the first time. Hey, there we go. That totally could be us. Who knows? We'll see how it works out, you know? Also, with the fact that I don't think I've ever used like multiple collections in a project before. Now I think about it, Cycles didn't have multiple collections; it had one collection. So that will be interesting to see how that works out. I think it should be pretty good though. But other than that, so we have the idea of add song, we have the idea of remove song, we have the idea of creating playlists and removing playlists. This create new user flow thing we got set up. So I think the next step here would be the notifications, like kind of triggerness, right? So we're going to go ahead and I think we'll just go ahead and throw a line here. Call it there. It's crooked line. And then pretty much add this idea of notification triggers. One, we should trigger a notification, assuming that the person has notifications on. Let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, so what was the score that was needed for this job, Roars? Or like, was there a certain score? Or... Okay, so the first one we're going to add is on playlist created. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I thought it was one of those things like you take it and then they give it to you and you're like, all right, we're good to go. That's exactly what it is right there. So at this point, when our playlist is created, we have this idea of a, say, created. At this point, we will fire off something over here. And this would go into our I don't know if we need like a specific notification server for this. We might. But oh no, we could probably also do it serverless, right? Because at this point, if we do some sort of like Azure function, right? That could trigger the notification that needs to be sent to the specific users. So at this point, let's say I create a playlist and I have multiple people attached to it, right? What I would want to do is I would need to get the notification key for each one of those users that is part of the playlist, because I want to notify them that something... Oh, no. This is more for add a song, right? They're mean like that? Oh, gotcha. That's the worst feeling. You have to wait for results to come back, right? Yeah, so on playlist creation, we don't need anything. But it's when a new song is added to a playlist, or more so like you have been invited to a playlist, right? So this is invited. The playlist is already created, but you have just been added to it. So at that point, when you've been invited, we should pass along the idea of... Let me make this a tad bit smaller there. So something along the lines of like... I just don't know if we need an endpoint, or... I mean, if we're going to use an Azure function, we need a function, right? So it'd be something along the lines of like API, alert, invite, something like that. Again, the naming is just here to F around with. But so we have that, and then we have this payload here. That's going to include a... say users, and so each user will be some array of these IDs, so like 1, 2, 3. Probably the playlist ID, right? Or like maybe playlist name or something. Because I'm trying to think of the notification that we need to send out itself. And we don't care about really the ID. It's more along the lines of like just the name of the playlist at that point. So someone has just been invited. We call this Azure function. We send over the users that have been invited, and then the playlist name. So at this point, we're here over in this serverless thing. Right? And inside this, we're pretty much saying, okay, let us get user notification. What did I call them? Notification tokens. Right? And so at that point, get user notification tokens, and then once we get that, have logic to send alert, send that alert out, and then that's it, right? Because it's literally just, we need to go, we have a list of user IDs, again, or user names, I guess could also be it. Alec, yeah boy. So we'd go there, we get that, then we have the, oh, we need to add this here. Push token. Oh no, I guess we don't actually, because we're using a new collection for that. That's the whole point. So at this point, it would be, we can get our username to actually go over here, get our string, and then that's our push token that's associated with it. Cool. What's up, Spart? Welcome in. What, no code? Yeah, no code yet for today, just like Roars is saying. We're trying to plan things out first, so right now we're making it like an architectural design of kind of how this thing's going to work. And then we'll go from there. So once we feel comfortable with that, we'll start actually writing some code for sure. But I'd rather plan stuff out a lot before we get into it. So API alert invite, yep. I mean, at a small scale, that makes sense, right? It's pretty much pass over our users that we have invited, and then the logic there would be get your notification or get your token, and then create our notification, and then send it out. And that's going to be different for each platform, right? For either iOS and, was it GCM? Is it called? Whatever it is for Google, I forgot what it's called. He's trying to be the next Adam? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Just trying to do my thing. Adam's on a whole other level, dude. He's a beast. Yeah. GCM. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember. And then now we have, I think this is going to pretty much be the same idea for inviting to a playlist, and then so create, get playlist, join invited playlists, remove user from playlists, and that's it. Okay, so for playlists, that's all we need, right? Like, we don't need to send a notification out if you were removed from a playlist, because that's just sad. So the next one is really songs. Oops. This is the one where it's going to be super important, right? Added. So at this point, it's alert. Song add or some crap like that. Should all users get alerted for a new user to the playlist? That's a great question, Stacking. I'm trying to see what the benefit of that would be, right? Like, I definitely could see why that could be cool to know. Like, yo, I just added someone to the playlist or something like that. Yeah, why not, right? Like, I think it would be something very similar to this flow here. Yeah, I like that. Let's mock that out. Added new user. Right, so at this point, client side could be default silence. Oh, what do you mean, Balthazar? Like, you can trigger that setting on if you want to be notified when new users are added. Yeah, definitely to a point, Stacking. I think you're right. Like, this stuff, these playlists would be intimate between different people. It's not like, yeah, no, I think you're right. That makes sense. I like the idea of it. No, we're not using Node.js. We're going to be using React Native and a little bit of some native code. Oh, but you're talking about server-side stuff. So we're trying to do like serverless functionality. I don't know what we're going to use for that yet. If there's support for Go, I'd probably end up using Go, but not sure yet. Yo, Sir Demir, what's up? Oh, is this app going to be React Native and not Swift? It's going to be a mixture of both. Mostly React Native, but But yeah, we're gonna use a little bit of Swift. Lambda does Go, pretty sure. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, you can mix both. If you think about it, React Native is just a layer on top of these native applications. Or these native languages, right? So this would be like, I don't know, users to alert. I probably wouldn't call it that, but right now it's the only thing I can think of. And then we have new user. And this is just username. Some cool user. And then we would pass in, I guess we can also pass in playlist name, because a notification could be something like, hey, Bob, some cool user was added to a playlist you're a part of, blah, something like that. Yeah. Buffalo is fantastic if you're looking for an easy to use web framework to create an API like that. Oh, sweet. Yeah, thanks, Bar. I appreciate that. That's really good. You keep linking same Twitch link in Twitch. See link. Oh yeah, dude. I don't get control of that. I think that's just cached on Twitter, unfortunately. It doesn't change it like until it's, yeah, I don't know how often that changes, but yeah, exactly. Using a framework can go. IBM Couture is good for server side Swift, or is good for Swift side. Okay, interesting. Yeah. I mean, so basically, for the people that are just joining in, this is what we're looking at in regards to kind of the general layout. This is like obviously very high level, but for each platform, iOS and Android, we're going to use a shell, a native shell. So for example, this, I'm probably going to change to Java as well. What I was reading yesterday, it seems to be an easier approach than Kotlin. But essentially it's just build this shell application, or this like outer portion of it, get the cool benefits of having a native application, such as navigation and some like probably easier data caching and things like that. And then we create React Native components inside of it. And we'll do that for both platforms. Just use standard battle. It's like a battle cry from the Go community. Yeah, I mean, I would like to use Go. I've done a tiny bit of it, but would like to try to use a lot more if I can. So we'll see how it plays out in like our solutions. I'm trying to stick with Azure, but I don't know. I got to check to see if Azure supports Go for Azure functions. But we'll use like as vanilla as we can get, you know? We don't need anything fancy, I don't think. Yo, little Cos, what's up, man? Welcome in. Glad to have you. Yo, Bibisky, what's up, dude? Welcome in. Glad to have you both here. Okay, so again, add a new user. Users to alert, Alec, Ya, and Boy. And then new user will be whoever the user is. And then playlist name, cool playlist. So that will go over here. So get user notification tokens for each user. And then have logic to send alert. And so this is pretty much like, or have logic to generate alert. Generate and send alert. Pretty much is how I see this. Might as well use .NET while you're at it. Nah, I already used enough of .NET. Gonna go do technical support? Damn, okay. Nothing wrong with that there. No, don't do it. Netflix are hiring for tech support? Damn. If you get that free Netflix, you know what I'm saying? Please turn off your Apple TV and turn it back on, and then our Netflix app will work. So funny. Cool. Yeah, so that makes sense there. And then at this point, we are going to do add song. So again, added, our API alert song added, song add. I think this is going to be pretty much the same logic no matter what alert we have. At this point, it just gets down to actually writing what that logic will be. So we'll stay tuned for that. Hey, you're proud of it? How it, you know, I realized I hadn't finished the season before, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to watch that because I've really enjoyed that show. Is it any good, this season stacking? Sounds like it if you binged it. Okay, so users to alert. And then probably song name instead of playlist name, or maybe playlist name too, but song name. Alec is so cool. The song. You know what I mean? Pretty good. So pretty much we'll have something like that. Trying to think what else we need. You know what? It would be nice to have deep links to songs. So like deep link some song deep link. That would be really dope. And so same thing for these sections, right? This would be deep link to playlist. And then so some playlist deep link. And then this again could be deep link to some some playlist. All right, cool. Oh, wait till you get into garage building series on YouTube. That's when you won't be proud. What? It's cool. It's my girl stepped over and she's sitting here reading the chat because I have the headphones on. That's cool. Nice. A wild girlfriend appears. Release date? I have no idea, man. Whenever we finish, hopefully soon. Hello, Babisky's girlfriend. Hello. Welcome in. Van conversion YouTube videos? Oh my gosh, I never knew any of these were things. That's pretty dope. Garage building. Is this literally just like people building garages? That's literally what I'm thinking of right now. Alec only getting 1 view for 2 people watching. Yeah, what the heck? That's rude. Okay, so this seems like it makes sense, right? Have log to generate and send alert. You're talking each user. And then I think that's it for songs. Like really it's just add a song or remove a song, and then the other alerts would come for comments, from comments. So let's just make this a little bigger. Damn, I'm proud of us. This is dope. I'm glad to see this stuff working. Oh. Nope. Added new user. This was playlist as well. How do you feel that Babisky is a nerd and he's watching some grown man program on a computer? What? Nerds. We're all nerds here. No, no bully. I don't know. I don't understand any of this. Yeah, there we go. Another Lady Dev in chat. I forgot what this one was. This one was going to be... Oh, yeah. Comment. Right now we're just writing words. Like, we're not even writing code. A nerd. Comment, add. Or comment, new. Dude, best song ever right now. I don't stop coming back to the room and I hit the ground running. All right, so at this point, we added a comment. Send out our alert to our serverless thing. So this is users to alert. Alec, ya boy. Playlist name. I don't know. I feel like playlist name makes sense to have here, but maybe not. Song name. Yep. We also need... I think we just need the song object in general because, again, we are going to do our comment thread off the ID. Something like that. I'm sure Miss Busy will get mad props before. I agree. Let's go. The mad props are there. Hey, you're talking to the mod there. You know what I'm saying? Alex C. Gaboy. What? What? Hey, Perma. Dude. Wait a minute. Wait one gosh darn minute. Oh no, it's in 2 days. I was gonna say August Burns Red's tonight, man, but it's not. It's in 2 days. He had to fit on his keyboard. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, so users to alert, the playlist name, the song. I guess this is like the song in general. Like we don't, because we're gonna need a couple things from here. And so it's like our ID. It's like the whole just song object, right? So I'll just put an ellipsis there. And then deep link to some song or some comment, really. That'd be dope if we can do. I'm not sure how to deep link that there, but something like that. Yeah, dude. It's in 2 days. No, I don't want to talk about it, all right? I was literally talking to my friend the other day, and I was like, dude, I'm like this close to buying a ticket to fly back to Florida so I can see this show. It's so sad, man. I want to go to that show so bad. I'm like my heart hurts just thinking about how sad I am. Alec promised to get permanent Xbox team. Yo, you can't be throwing stuff around like that. We gotta finalize it first. Dude, but Perma, I saw Born of Osiris on Saturday. It's freaking incredible, man. Wow. I didn't expect them to be that good. They were fantastic. But I promise, dude, I'll either go there or you're gonna come here and we're gonna go to a show. We have to. Yeah, man. Just crying to all the money you'll be saving that going. Dude, but it's all about the experience, man. I love that gif. Nice. Dude, they are... Like, I thought they weren't going to be that good, right? Because they have some pretty technical guitar riffs and, like... Man, freaking amazing. They were wild. And the crowd here in Seattle was... crazy. They were like, holy crap, guys, you guys are nuts. It was pretty crazy. We're in this venue where like there's the stage, right? And then there's just the pit right there. Like there's no guards, there's no rails, nothing. It's just like people jump on stage and just jump out, and like I haven't been to a show like that in a long time. Dude has a Tesla, saving money. That's for poor people. Well, the Tesla is saving money. You know what I'm saying? It uses electricity. Yeah, man, it was badass. It was so cool. I loved it. All the shows, like a lot of those shows are over there, so it's gonna be a lot of fun going over there. Does not compute. Right. Probably haven't been to a show like that due to O and S stuff. What's that? All right, so I think that makes sense for the comment, right? Every time a new comment's added to a song, you want to notify people so people can be like, yo, cool, like this is a new song here. Or a new like comment added to this cool song thread. That'll be dope. And then at that point, what else we got? What else we got? Trying to think of any other notification triggers that we may have here. So we go back to this guy. So users added. Created playlist. We don't need that. Add song to playlist. Yep. And then, yeah, I think that those are all the notifications I can think of at this point. Seems pretty solid. So I feel good about that. So now I guess the next step really is, how do we actually technically set all this up, right? And I feel like we could always just start with, we can always just start with like creating our initial project and stuff, right? Or more of like a plan of attack, like how we're going to go through a lot of this. But also doing some research on some of the tech we want to use. Occupational health and safety. Oh, yeah, maybe. Get busted. Gotta pay off my Lambo somehow. Oh. Yeah, because, okay, so we keep talking about this serverless thing, right? So I guess the real thing is we probably should figure out, like, what this actually means. And go from there. So let's talk about, I guess, like this tech stack. What's with the exploding shark? Imagine breaking your hand in a mosh pit. Yeah, it'd fucking suck. Okay, so let's look up Azure serverless. Let's do a little bit of research here. Don't talk about me. We'll talk about you if we want. All right. Azure Functions is a serverless compute service that enables you to run code on demand without having to explicitly provision or manage infrastructure. Nice. Yesterday I was stacking my Jenga blocks. Got him. Learn how to create functions that execute based on events created via HTTP, timer, Azure Cosmos, AD. Oh, this is actually pretty useful. Let's go to HTTP. Yo, what's up, Domson? Welcome. Nice to see ya. Cool. So we essentially, right, it makes sense. We log in, we create our resource. Then we just essentially add our function app, which is dope. So whatever the function is, if we add our function app, does that mean we can add multiple functions here? Oh, runtime stack. Let's check that out. Butcher my waving emo. No worries, Thompson. No worries. How's it going today? Welcome. Okay, functions. Yeah, we can add multiple functions here, so that's cool. What runtimes does Azure Functions allow? Oh, Bay HD. New way to take advantage of the simplicity and flexibility of Azure Functions programming. Model on-premises, built on the same open source roots as Azure Functions. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Hit the bottom, but it hit me back. This isn't what I was looking for. Azure allowed functions language supports. Yeah, that's what I want. All right, so we got C#, JavaScript, F#, Java, PowerShell, Python, TypeScript, Bash, and PHP. So we do not have Go here. I haven't paid my Amazon Prime in months and yet still have Twitch Prime? Really? Dude, that's awesome. I wish that could happen to me. All right, so if we went with Azure Functions, we wouldn't be able to actually use Go. Yeah, and so the GAs are C#, JavaScript, F#, Java, and TypeScript. Everything else is still in preview. Oh, dude, PowerShell. Yeah, I don't think PowerShell. Yeah, I don't know. Yo! Mr. Demon Wolf, my guy. Dude, thank you for the raid. Thanks for bringing in the 3 people to the party. Welcome in. Yo, can we get some mad props for Demon? Thank you for that, dude. Appreciate you. Can do anything in Bash, though? Hey, well, there you go. Oh, it's actually not available yet in 2.0. 1.0, it's experimental. Yes, thank you, Roars. I appreciate that. The mad props up. How's it going, man? How's your stream? You're doing some programming, yeah? So if we decide to go with this, we would have to use something else. The only reason why I would want to do this is because I want to use Cosmos DB, right? So maybe we should look at some benefits of Cosmos DB compared to like something else, right? Because if I'm going to use Cosmos DB, then I want to just stick with the Microsoft architecture or Azure architecture in general. Working on my ShareX uploader. Got a bot done last week for ScopeWeb. Hey, very nice, dude. Yeah, thank you, Royce. All these plebs in here. What are they doing? Do F# for the meme. F# for the memes, baby. Let's look at some benefits of Cosmos DB. Some of the benefits. Or more so let's start with the Microsoft Docs to look at some common use cases, and then we'll go from there to look at some benefits, you know? Okay, so after we'll be able to answer the following questions. What are the common use, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Cosmos DB. Go stream a database service. Oh, excuse me. It supports multiple data models, Q-value documents, graphs, and columnar. Ooh. Like every other DB. You're probably right. Yeah, the cool thing is that Cosmos DB has APIs for like Mongo and stuff, which will be actually pretty cool. Since I like using Mongo if I can. So natively partitions your data for high availability and scalability. Azure Cosmos DB offers 99.99% guarantees for availability. Wowza. That's a high guarantee, man. Cosmos DB has SSD backed storage. Cool. Data-friendly pricing model that meters storage. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Read-write instead of CPU. So reserved throughput model allows you to think in terms of number of read-writes instead of CPU, memory, IOPS, and underlying hardware. IoT telematics. We don't really care about that. Retail and marketing. It's all the APIs on top of the APIs. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely extensively in Microsoft's own e-commerce platforms that run Windows Store and Xbox Live. Ooh, typo here. It's also uses the retail industry for storing catalog data and event sourcing. Yo, Doomra, what's up? Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Pixologic team. Glad to have you here. Thanks for coming along. Okay, so they do like browser, Azure web app, e-commerce web, Azure storage, Azure Cosmos DB product catalog, Azure search index, session state. Oh, right, change feed stuff. Change feed provides downstream microservices the ability to reliably and incrementally read inserts, updates, for example, order events made in Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, that makes sense. Gaming, we don't got gaming here. Best emo. Yeah, it's a Q1. Web and mobile. Oh, excuse me. Azure Cosmos DB is commonly used within web and mobile applications, well suited for modeling social interactions, integrating with third-party services, and building rich personalized experiences. Ooh. Is store and query user-generated content for web, mobile, and social media applications. Some examples of UGC are chat sessions, tweets, blog posts, ratings, comments, etc. Cater for user preferences or moods. So like, I mean, this is pretty standard, right? There's nothing like super crazy around here that would be like, I don't know, like anything that would set apart things. We have a furry in chat, boys. Where is it? So going with this, we would end up going with MongoDB API, right? And I think, so the biggest thing for me is really just going and trying something that I haven't done before. And I haven't used Cosmos DB for anything. So it'd be kind of cool just to like set that up. But I mean, the other option is we could always do Firebase, right? Because Firebase has the Firebase, well, like events, are they called? And then we have just like the Firebase storage. I'm a furry. That's okay, Royce, don't worry about it. The X and C are also right next to each other, so like typos can happen quite frequently with that name. Sucks. Sometimes it sucks to be an Alec, you know what I mean? Everyone looks down on you as the Alex. Just like, I don't want to be an Alex, you know what I mean? Demodded. Yeah, strike one. I don't think I want to use Amazon. at all, just because I don't know. Was it Google serverless? I forgot what it's called. As long as she screamed the wrong name during intimacy. What? Yeah, I mean that's always good. Because Daddy Bill will hurt you? No, I don't know. My roommate works for Amazon and I don't want to support him. Screw that, man. Unfollow. Cloud functions. I think that's what it was, right? I guess the pricing should be also another thing that we should look at. I think that's definitely a big big factor. But I think a lot of first 2 billion free? Damn, that's pretty damn good. Speaking of rude, where's Evgen? Pricing equals $5 per song added. God, that would suck. I mean, I'm sure you could reach this number pretty quickly, especially with the amount of like calls that we have planned. Right? So if we think about it, this would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Technically 11. And then obviously multiply that by the number of people doing it. And I mean, that could hit 2 million pretty quick. But I don't know. I guess it would be something we would just have to play around with. So yeah, let's pull up then the Azure functions, because then on top of that we need support for what's that shit called, for storage. Oh, excuse me. I just want to complete plan is build based on per second resource consumption. Plan pricing includes monthly free grant of 1 million requests. Okay, so Azure does a monthly free grant of 1 million requests. Azure, yeah, no, yeah, Demon. We're planning on using Cosmos DB. But I'm saying like we have to add in the costs of that as well. Why don't we like build a thing that lives in the internet and then that we put on a thing and pay a set amount? Oh, that's a server. We're cool hipsters now, just serverless. I feel like it would be cool just to write the functions for this instead of having to manage the server ourselves. So I mean, like, we could do that too, right? But again, it's also another thing that I haven't really done before, serverless stuff. So, and like the concept of it sounds so easy, right? Especially in just debugging in general. So this gives you 1 million free executions to begin with, but the overall price is 20 cents per execution after that, or 20 per million executions. 40 beyond 2 million. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Like, I just feel like we should just, like, I want to use Azure and I feel like we should just use Azure. I don't, like, for this application, I don't think there's going to be, like, enough justification on why to use one or the other. It just comes down to preference, right? Price depends on resources too. The free ones will be pretty small containers. Yes, yeah, Smart, you're completely right. You are very much right. But again, like, at least to start off with, I mean, I think this is like a pretty solid tier, like, and that's the good thing. I prefer to pay my own company so I get bigger shares. Yes, there we go. Like if this app just decides to pop off, right? Like all that money is going to go to Microsoft and then like that money will eventually make its way to me. Kappa. It's exactly what I like to see. Day job. Yep, that's the day job right there. That's what we do too, not gonna lie. But like I just have a genuine curiosity for this because I've, obviously working at the company, like I've seen it thrown around a lot and we don't get to use everything that's made. So it would be cool to be able to just like learn more about it. And I've already used Google before. I've used a bit of Amazon, like Firebase and AWS. Like I've used it already. Like I haven't used anything from Azure personally before, so it'd be cool. Watch him smirk. All right, we're definitely not going to go that far. Definitely not going to go that far. But yeah, so I think that makes sense, and like at least for now, this seems like a pretty solid approach to what we want to do. I can't think of like any other architectural stuff we might be missing. It's really just kind of getting it together, right? So the biggest stuff here is just, I think, getting started and just starting to build things out. I wish I had a name for this thing, but we don't. So hopefully a name will come soon. I'll quit his mod. Oh my lord. Savage. Yeah, I mean, I think at the very least, the beginning of this, right, we can set up our shells and get like React Native up and running, and then we can start hooking up this serverless Azure function stuff. So I think that's probably the next step. Like I feel pretty solid to move on right now, and then as we start getting into each section, I'm sure it's going to bring up some new thoughts and concerns, and then we'll just, architect that out. So let's go ahead and start with some Trello. So we suggest stupid names? Well, how about just suggesting a name? It's not to be stupid, God. Cycles. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yeah, feel free to start doing some stupid names. Ooh. Ooh. Music collab app. Public. That's cool. Creating the board. There we go. Are you sure you want to add song in there? Oh. Hey, that Daddy Bill emote's so good. Yo, that's actually pretty dope. I love it. Nice. Add to the channel, yes. Daddy Bill. How can you add that to Better TTV? I don't even know how to do that, honestly. Add and I will sub? Kappa? Dude, I'm adding it right now. I better see that sub alert from you. I will be pissed. Yo, David O, what's up? Welcome to the team. Thanks for being here, friend. Welcome to the Pixologic team. Intimate playlist plays aggregator is my name suggestion. Okay. All right. And low cost, appreciate you. Okay, so again, we have that. And pretty much we can just start adding stuff, right? Oh, really, Roars? Interesting. Because it's working for me over here, but I haven't refreshed. Let me try that. Oh, yep. Getting the same deal. Interesting. Yeah, something's down. Yo, Jack, what's up? Yo, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so pretty much, let's start just laying out the task here, right? So first thing is set up native shell for iOS and Android. Before we even do that, set up a repo. Set up GitHub repo, right? It's probably like number one. So at this point, let's do an. I don't really need like an in progress label, do we? Did I have that here? No, I didn't. Okay, I couldn't remember. Pretty simple. Get repo set up for project. Thinking this. Some collab music app. Do you think we should make a repo for each client? So we can do like some collab music app iOS, some collab music app Android? So we went with Trello over GitHub boards. Oh, yes. Holy crap. You're so right. I totally forgot about that. That's because I hadn't created a repo yet. Is she trolling right now? Yeah, where's our Dunkin' Donuts, by the way, stacking? I'm still waiting for it. It hasn't arrived yet. Yeah, I totally forgot about GitHub boards, honestly. You're going for micro front ends? I have no idea. Maybe. Possibly. I feel like it might be easier to manage when doing things like I don't know, when working on each separate client, but also it feels like it might be too much because we could do like iOS, we can do Android, and then we'd end up doing like a shared React Native section, right? Or we can just hold that all in one section and that's it. Yo, Stoosh, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I feel like because we are going to be sharing I feel like since we're going to be sharing like this React Native component stuff between each of these platforms, it might make sense just to make one repo and then have folders for each. There are no obscure features. They're all obvious and purposeful. Yes, exactly. If they're going to be native with the React layer, they need their own repo. But why? Why do you say that? Because couldn't we just do... It could be like... Because maybe then we just create the separate React Native repo and then we can put iOS and Android in one. But I feel like if we're going to create all separate, like we're going to create a React Native one on its own, like we should just create separate repos in general. Is that for music playback? Yeah, just like Rose is saying, yeah, it's a social platform for playlists. Yeah. So being able to collaborate with other people and basically have conversations per song within the application. Oh. Yo, I need to go to the chiropractor. My back is screwed up. All right, let's start off with the idea of having separate repos, right? So I think at the end of the day, it might make it easier for us. So iOS, Android, and then React Native. We'll just call it RN there. Oops. Nice. And then here, let's separate this out to be set up native shell for iOS, and then we can do the same thing for Android. The iOS project shell setup and ready to go. Here we will be using Swift. Let's see. Let's tag this with another label called like, call it infra. I don't know if you'd call setting up GitHub infra, but whatever. Set a timer for 45 seconds and draw ice cream. I posted in my Discord and some of the images are fantastic. Okay. Timer. Where can I, is there like a draw board? Whiteboard online or something? Alright, let's see. Okay, I don't care. Okay. Oh, draw IO. Oh, yeah, I have used this. But this is like UML stuff, no? Where's my pen here? Yeah, no, we'll use this. We'll use this. All right. You guys ready? 45 seconds on the clock. Use MS Paint. Dude, we're on a Mac right now. We ain't got MS Paint here. All right. So an ice cream, draw ice cream. Ooh. All right. Here we go. Is everyone else ready? Anyone else joining in the challenge? You got this. Here we go. 1. Oh God, I'm scared. And go. Okay. I think I'm gonna draw just like a cone. Put some like sprinkles. Oh God, no. I gotta add one more here. I was gonna say, I know it looks like a butt triangle. Let's see if I can add like the waffle indents here. Oh God. Oh God, it looked better without it. But this is supposed to be like the waffle cone indents. All right, we're done. Holy crap. 45 seconds right there. We're good. Put a flake in it. That doesn't look too bad. It looks like 3 scoops of ice cream on a cone. Screenshot that masterpiece. Here we go. Boom. There's my ice cream cone. See how your brain works in a stress amount of time? So am I good with stress? Probably not. Probably quite terrible. Oh, damn. Yo, Little Causes is dope. Nice. It's a masterpiece for millions. So everyone has drawn 3 scoops of ice cream. Really? So, okay, I'll be honest. I would have kept with 2, but it literally looked like a penis with like pubes on it or something. I just was not a fan of that. I didn't want that. They call it a flake in the US. Yeah, I don't know what a flake is, but I do like sprinkles. Is that what you consider a flake? I drew the shit and then a cone easy. Yeah, it's true. You drew a nice swirly shit. That was a cool one. Thanks, Cross, for that. I love that. I love that. So I can post in your Discord. I'm going to post it in your Discord. My ice cream drawing. But I was between a bowl and a cone. And like, I think I would have rather gone for the bowl, but the cone seemed easier to draw. It's in art challenges? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, so you're talking about this. I know what you're talking about. It looks like that, and it's usually like a chocolate it's usually like a chocolate bar or something. Yeah, okay. I don't think we call those flakes, but honestly, a lot of the ice cream places we go to here in the States, at least, we don't have, I've never seen that. It depends on where you go. Like more of the gourmet ice cream spots do that. Yo, what's up, Dr. Joe? Nightbot is down for some reason. But right now we're just setting up the architecture for our new project, as well as setting up our Trello board. Yeah, no, thanks for coming by and saying, hey, dude, it's nice to see you. I'm sure we'll talk soon. Best of luck the rest of your day. Cool, so set up GitHub repo, set up a native shell for iOS, set up native shell for Android, set up base React Native project. And then after that, we want to do create add user Azure Func. This will be the first task to create an Azure function. So for this, make sure to set up an Azure function app and start by testing initial function call. So this, again, we can put this as infra. I think that'll be pretty good. I also go to Dairy Queen, so that doesn't help. That's true. What's up, DreamX? Hey, in the market, which is higher demand, or are they both the same? Android, iOS, or web dev? Yeah, so Roar says I'd say mobile devs are higher in demand, but not for juniors. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think in general, right? I think in general, a lot of places are looking for mobile devs, but they, like Roy's is saying, like they aren't looking for mainly juniors. They're looking for people like senior developers that have a lot of experience in that. But at the same time, people are looking for a lot of web dev because since things like React Native are out, right? Or other JavaScript libraries that you're able to create these mobile apps with. If you can do web dev, you can do mobile dev in a sense, right? There's obviously some caveats you need to learn behind mobile dev stuff, but in general, JavaScript can equate to mobile dev these days. So yeah, good question, Dree. Welcome in. And also Java, Kotlin to Android. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm not really entirely sure about Swift development, how like popular it is, but it's hard for me to think that it's actually that high compared to like JavaScript and things like that, but maybe. Okay, what else can we do then? So we create add Azure function, add user Azure function. And during this flow, right, it would be our client setup. We call some API to do API new user, creates that account within the Azure function, and then we need to post it to we basically add our Cosmos DB user. So we can also do create user collection Cosmos in Cosmos DB. So again, this will be pretty much the setup will be the initial task for setting up Cosmos DB and adding a new users collection using MongoDB APIs. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward, right? Nice. Yo, what's up, Pits? What's your full-time job? Or are you freelance, Sam? Yeah, no worries, man. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. My full-time job is I'm an engineer at Microsoft. So this is just like this is a side thing for me. I love working on side projects. So yeah, it'd be cool if this was my full-time job. So you can be super smug. Every time you comment on that, Roars, it makes me chuckle. It makes me feel uncomfortable, all right? You're making me nervous. Because then you're going to be like, Look at that smirk. I'm gonna be like, there's no smirk here. Why you keep saying that? All right. Does Microsoft hire remote engineers these days? Very rarely. I initially started looking for a lot of remote work, like engineering work in Microsoft, and there's not much. There's not much out there. It depends on the team. Sorry guys, just adjusting my monitor again. It depends on the team, but there's some teams that have a lot of like cross-platform work, like in the United States and also in places like China or even a couple places in Europe. So in those cases, yeah, but mainly a lot of the engineers are over in Washington. Okay, and then so the next thing to kind of round up all this stuff is to set up some social auth. So create social auth flow. That's going to be a big one. This one might take us a little bit. So we would like to be able to auth with multiple social platforms. I believe this should be set up similar. Meh. Similar to our serverless approach, but not entirely sure yet. Yeah, this is what we're gonna have to figure out. So platforms. I would love to do Spotify. Oh, for iOS. So both platforms. Oh, looks like, man, it looks like the bot's still down. Sucks. He stays up? Yeah, Stay Hydrated bot does. Both platforms. Hey, nice, little Casa. Thanks for that. Feel free to join our Discord. There you go. Thank you. That's dope. I love it. I love it. So both platforms will need Spotify. Maybe Twitter. Facebook, maybe? I don't know. And then iOS only. We'll have to do, what is it, iCloud now? So Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, and then iCloud. I want to stay dehydrated. Yes, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I feel like maybe, I don't know if there's, I think iCloud does support Apple Music then at that point. I'm not entirely sure. But what other streaming services there? SoundCloud possibly? Let's see. I don't know if you can do that. Oh, my SoundCloud rappers? Dude, it's my new thing, bruh. Sign in with SoundCloud. Connect with SoundCloud. Okay, yeah, so that is a thing. Deezer music app? Amazon Music? Oh my god, we're gonna have like a massive list of like all these different music services. Amazon Music technically is a thing. You're very right. Oh boy. Google Music is the shiz. I'm actually going back to school for IT. Originally got a kinesiology degree. Whoa. Would you recommend software dev or cybersecurity? Well, it depends on what you want to do. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to get into software development, it probably would make sense to do software dev, right? Cybersecurity, though, I mean, if you want to do security stuff, that like same deal, right? You'll still have your software development platform that you'll need to learn. So that's pretty cool, though. Congrats on going back to school. It's a big step. What's up, Jelly? Title can't leave my man Jay-Z like that. Yo, you right? You right? Can't leave your man Jay. Yeah, cannot do that. Shit, dude. This is interesting. There's just so many platforms out there. I feel like since this is a music app, it should be only music platforms, right? Like, why are we gonna do auth with Twitter or Facebook? This doesn't make sense to me. Or if at the very least Twitter. I've heard that software devs take certain type of personality to thrive in that world. Yeah, possibly. Daddy Bill, I love it, man. Man, I really don't know. Oh, and I guess Android. We can do Google, right? That probably makes sense. Yeah, let's see what happens. This list could change. So let's say this could change, but let's make a like generic social auth flow here. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, it needs to be generic so we can do a lot of this stuff, but it will obviously be specific per platform, which we can't really can't do. Yeah, didn't mean any respect. No disrespect taken, dude. I mean, you're right. Like, there's a lot of in every industry there's very interesting people, right? And so in software development, it's the same deal. There's definitely some interesting people out there, and some types of people might not jive with other types of people. So, no worries, man. All right, cool. I think that's a pretty solid task list for now. So the in progress task list, we can start with set up GitHub repo, set up the native shells here. And I think we will begin with that tomorrow because I'm going to start heading out. Appreciate you all coming by today. Thank you so much for all the follows, for the new subs. Balonix, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you all being here, and I hope you've been enjoying the new project, and start thinking of those names. We gotta get a name. But I think this is a really good format for us right now. The fun part now is converting all of this into actual code and making it work. That's going to be the best part. And I'm really excited that we're doing all this with like a native / non-native approach. So, yeah, I'm stoked for this, and I hope you guys are as well. Yo, Pooskies, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Pixologic team. Glad to have you here, friend. Jack, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you for that follow. Welcome again to the team. At the end of every stream, everyone, we always love raiding people. So we're going to go ahead and find a fellow programmer out there that's currently doing their thing. And you know what? We haven't actually raided Nibbles.io in a long time. I haven't seen him in a while. Let's go ahead and throw him some love. It's been a while. If you haven't seen Nibbles, he does some really cool stuff. A lot of stuff that's like really outside of my brain. He's fun to watch though. He's a smart guy. So let's go ahead and show him some love. Hey, I'm Dried. When do you stream? I stream Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. PST or 12:30 p.m. UTC. Holy moly! Thank you all for the follows. Really appreciate that. Dr. Joe, Ansible, Pits117. Thank you guys for real. Appreciate you being here. Can we get the Discord link as well one more time? Yeah, thank you for real. That's super kind of you all. I would love for you all to come into the Discord, join our team, join our conversation over there. We have a lot of really cool, smart people. Yes, thank you, Lil Kaza. head over to that link. Would love to have you there to chat and be a part of the community. I'm Dryad. Thank you very much again for that follow. Appreciate you being here, and welcome all to the team. So let's go ahead and show Nibbles an awesome raid, everyone. Nibbles. And there's the alarm. Cool, smart people, some of whom work at Microsoft. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Rip the bun. Everyone get that raid message. Let's go in for an awesome raid. Thank you again, everyone, for coming by. I will see you all here, same time, same place tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, and peace and love. See you later.